Hey, welcome to my channel, Casey Mindful. I'm Casey, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys all about how I create and use vision boards to manifest my dream life. So I know I'm at risk for sounding a little bit whimsical and woo-woo, but I do want to say that this is not some kind of magic potion thing. It really is a powerful technique to rewire your brain for positivity, ideation, and inspiration. And that's how I use it. I'm not like a witch or anything like that. I'm just a regular human that has been able to manipulate her own brain to create what I desire in life, and I think that's really powerful, and it excites me to share it with other people. So I have been personally using the law of attraction and vision boards for about 2 years now, and I full-heartedly believe that these techniques have helped me get the jobs I've wanted, move to the place of my dreams, and even meet my soulmate. Again, at the risk of sounding fanciful. But, you know, if you don't want to take it all that seriously, just look at it as a fun craft to inspire you on a daily basis. So with that said, I'm going to walk you guys through my step-by-step process, and we'll take a look at my own current vision board. So if you've never seen or heard of a vision board before, here is a quick glimpse at my current vision board right now. As you can see, it's literally just a collage of inspirational quotes and pictures. But the first step of creating a vision board is to journal and or meditate and or pray, if that's your thing, about what you want to bring into your life. And this is a really important step because it's the first step of rewiring the way you think and moving away from negativity. So you don't want to say, you don't, how do I say this? You don't want to think and or write about things you don't want in your life. You don't want to focus on the negative, but you do want to talk and think about and envision everything that you want to bring into your life, what you want to attract into your life. So this is really powerful, and I think it kind of goes back to neuroplasticity, which is basically how our brains are malleable. And if you are constantly thinking negative thoughts and saying, I don't want this, I don't want to feel this way, I don't want so-and-so to treat me this way, you are actually attracting that into your life because that's what you're focusing on. So by beginning to strengthen that positivity muscle, so to speak, in your brain, you are beginning to invite those positive things into your life rather than the negative things. So step one is just super broad. Write out what you want, whether it's I want so-and-so to be kind to me, or I want to make more inspiring friends, I want to feel better in my own skin. Stuff like that. It can be anything that you desire. You're allowed to want things in life, and you're allowed to want more out of this life. So step one, take some time, meditate, pray, journal about what your self desires. So step two in creating a powerful vision board is to set goals. So when the first step was more broad and fanciful, this next step makes it something concrete, something that is real, that you can work towards. So you want to take whatever you imagined in your head is the reality that you want, and think about what steps you need to take in your everyday life that will get you there. Things don't just happen out of the blue. I mean, some people get lucky enough to be trust fund babies or whatever, but not all of us are like that. And you're gonna have to put in some work, and that's just the reality of it. But if it's something that is authentic to you and that you really want, there is nothing stopping you but yourself. Shit happens, and it's okay. It's just part of the adventure. You will get through it, and you can create what you want. So that just got way too deep, but set your goals and give yourself buy-win dates. So what that means is you literally pick a date. I like to look at starting, January to December, what my next year will look like and what I want it to be. And I think about the things I want to do and achieve, and I set little steps up, and I give myself a buy-win date. So literally a date that I need to have this done by, that I need to have connected with someone about, or set up some kind of an appointment. Do what you gotta do. Achieve those goals. So to use my own vision board as an example, one of my goals this year is to learn to snowboard. And had I been coming from a place of lack and negativity previously, I probably would have been like, okay, snowboarding's really cool, but how am I ever gonna do that? I lived in Kentucky 4 weeks ago. I currently don't have a job. Snowboarding is expensive. Besides the gear, it's really hard, especially for someone who's never tried skiing or snowboarding. So instead of coming from that place of lack and negativity, I have been able to write it out. I intend to learn to snowboard. And so with that, I have been lucky enough to have friends and resources that have helped me to get a snowboard, get bindings, boots, gear, move to Colorado, move some money around, buy a ski and snowboarding pass, and it's been badass. I've sucked and I've hurt myself, and there's been some crying involved, but I'm gonna do it. So step 3 is to simply create the space for ideation and creation. This is when you are setting yourself up to start brainstorming for your vision board and your goals. So really treat it like it's something sacred. Don't just rush into it. Give yourself a good hour or two. Pray beforehand, meditate, practice yoga beforehand. Really get into the headspace to be inspired and to feel inspired. I personally like to meditate beforehand, where I really visualize myself achieving my goals and what it would feel like to live the life that I am working towards. So that really gets me into a creative, inspired headspace. And I also like to play music, maybe even flow through some yoga or play around with my hoop. But everyone's different, so I always thought it would be fun to kind of like make a little party of it, invite my inspiring friends over so we could all talk about our goals together and have fun with creating our vision boards. After you have set up your creative space, the next step is to start choosing inspiring, relevant images for each one of your goals. So I like to choose around maybe 5-ish for each of my goals, and you can be as... Okay, that just happened. But be as creative as you want to. I am not the most visionary person, but if you are an artist and you can come up with some kind of inspirational visual piece that doesn't involve pictures or quotes from the internet, do that, because that's what resonates with you, and that'll be more powerful for you. But for me, I find pictures and quotes from the internet to be solid for me. I can create a aesthetically pleasing piece that inspires me and that I feel like I like to have on display in my space. So yeah, if you're following my method, I use Tumblr, Instagram. I thought of like books that inspire me, if I could find like quotes from books or speakers. It's unlimited. Now that you have chosen a bunch of different images and quotes that inspire you towards achieving your goals, you have to start assembling your vision board. So whatever way you decided to do that, you're going to have to start narrowing down between all of your pictures, because not all of them are going to be able to fit, most likely, especially if you're doing it like I do it. I literally just went and bought this board from, I think, Michael's, so just like any craft store would work, and I had printed off a whole bunch of different images and quotes that I felt inspired me and were relevant to my goals. I think it's a really beautiful process to have to begin to eliminate some of your options, because it's almost like you are subconsciously, or maybe the universe is helping you decide which images are going to work best for you. Coming back to my own vision board, you can see that just a few different images and quotes made the cut for my snowboarding goal. The sixth and final step of this process is after you have already finished creating your vision board, and it's really to be mindful about revisiting it. You don't want to just like have a piece of paper that you throw like on your desk and it gets lost somewhere. That's not powerful, and it's not going to be a reminder every single day about what you're pursuing. So that's why I advise you to put so much effort into creating something that is meaningful and aesthetically pleasing to you, so that you can feel confident and put it on display somewhere. I keep it here in my yoga space, so I'm seeing it every single day before I practice, and sometimes when I'm feeling icky or in a negative headspace, I'll literally come and sit here and just read it and look at it. I'm so lame, but this is what works for me. So I hope this video wasn't too crazy and weird for you. I hope that you can take some of these steps and apply them to your own process of coming up with and achieving your own goals in life. Thank you guys so much for being open-minded and watching this. If it was helpful to you, give it a thumbs up, or if you are interested, you can subscribe. I'll be posting videos every week around everything mindfulness. So I'll be talking about human things, animal things, and environmentalism things, because I feel like that is what encompasses the holistic human experience, if that doesn't sound too crazy for you. Bye guys.